too. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just setting up my angles. Welcome to Stansted Airport on a murky Thursday morning. Murky but nice. Just move this really quickly. Okay, right. Look at those trails, beautiful. Right, air arrival. Just going to make a quick change to camera settings, if you don't mind. Bearing with me for just a second. Nearly there. Okay, I think we need a bit of that today. Next to up. Okay, I see our signal isn't great. Got to keep an eye. I've got 2 internet available to us today, so we can switch over to the other one if need be. Stuff. Goodness me. There, right there. There. Wonderful shots from Stansted this morning. I'm just checking the internet. We might have a this morning. So just bear with me, folks. We'll disappear. We'll be back. Don't hang up. Just going to check this connection out. Sorry for the erratic start, folks, but we have dual internet just for these circumstances, so I just want to make sure now that that has resolved it. It does appear to, actually. It's pretty good to me. Say hi if you're with us this morning. Let me know if the picture and the sound's working okay. It's always good to hear. You can assume that if I don't keep up with the action on the camera, then I'm probably trying to diagnose a technical problem. Usual story. Such fun. Good morning, we are Planecaster. It's 20 minutes past 8 or so, just gone past. And you join me live this morning from London Stansted. STN EGSS. See if anybody's going to beat the control tower this morning, or the old control tower, I should say. Just going to leave it there for a second. And it looks like it's okay at the moment, but certainly don't take anything for granted in the world of streaming, that's for sure. Lovely turn there, look. Excuse me. Oh, look at that, what a shot. What a lovely shot. EasyJet out next. Let's take you to that now. Good morning, Tyler. He's off to school, so he can't make it today to watch the stream, but glad we caught you before you went. Departing now is the Belfast service. It's Echo Zulu Delta November, and it's a wee little 319. EasyJet beating the tower there you go. Can't be bad. Okay, let's swing this back round here. A little bit nippy here, a result of some fog earlier, I think. Nice queue of traffic as you'd expect at Stansted this morning. Next to depart, another Ryanair. Let me just see what's going on here. Right, so the one that just left was a 737 MAX 8200. That's off to Milan, and the one that's going now is off to Dublin. Echo India, Echo Victor, Papa. Surely one of Ryanair's oldest connections at this airport, Dublin. I know when I worked here it was several departures a day. I'm sure that's still the case. As you can probably see from the windsock here, pretty benign, but it is swinging around a little bit, as you can observe there. Just taking care of a little bit of admin, won't be a second, folks. If you're with us on Facebook this morning, then a very good morning to you, or any of the other streaming services that's not YouTube. I won't see your chat messages, so thank you for joining on that platform. If you want to get involved in the chat, then come across to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@planecaster. Right, another departure now. Nice looking plane. Just get you the details of that really quick. This is the Jet 2 A321. Charlie Sierra, Tango Romeo, Juliet. And that really does look beautiful, doesn't it? That's what we've got. Long old roll, presumably quite heavy. See that in a moment. There we are. That one's off to Malta. A 2,000 kilometre journey, 2,108 to be precise. Right, if I may just see, I'll just grab, excuse me, 1 second. More in the queue now. Looks like a couple of Jet 2s to come and take off. And on approach, we have an inbound Cessna 560XL Citation, which we imagine will be a private business flight. We'll capture that in just a second. In fact, let's go around there now. Won't be long. Sorry about the sun. That's kind of like an environmental factor we can't do anything about, but we'll hope it doesn't spoil your viewing too much. Greases it down. That's the waiting 737s. Next departure is to Palma, and it's a 737. This is Delta Romeo Tango Bravo is the registration of this one. Lining up behind it will be the Edinburgh service with Ryanair, 737-800, and nothing to report on approach at the moment, so mainly departures as we'd expect at this time of the morning here at Stansted. The morning rush, as it were. Long old roll for that one, just rotating, look there. Should see that in a moment. There it is. Swing it back round now to our next departure, the Ryanair. This one now is Golf Romeo Uniform Kilo Foxtrots off to Edinburgh. Journey of less than an hour, I would imagine. Years old, this example. As you can see, the weather improving here at Stansted all the time this morning, or continuously, I should say. What am I trying to say? Come on, wake up. Only been up since 3 to bring this to you. Another Jet 2 departure to come now, and let's see where this one's off to. Alicante. Delta Romeo Tango Charlie, the registration on this one. The sun much brighter now. This might blind you as it spins past. Apologies if that's the case. "20 of you joining us this morning. Welcome. 20 of you so far, I should say. Welcome to Planecaster. Welcome to Stansted. Our normal airport is Bristol, where we broadcast from every week. But we're on a little road trip. Stansted today, London City tomorrow. Same sort of times, or maybe a bit earlier at London City tomorrow. Hope you can join us. But thank you for joining us today. Oh, I've got a great trail going over us, but I don't want to depart from the main action here at Stansted. That's what we're here to capture, right? Another long roll for a presumably full flight to the Alicante warmth and sunshine. We might have the sunshine here, we certainly don't have the warmth there, do we? I'm seeing the regular Stansted security patrols as you'd expect this morning. We say hi to that team, hope everyone there as well, if they are indeed watching us. The queue seemingly never stops here at Stansted as we wind it back round. There's an EasyJet Holdings short there, but the departure you're going to see, I believe, is the first is the 737-800 Echo India, Echo Kilo Yankee, and this one is off to Corfu, which I think is probably about a 3.5-4 hour flight, isn't it? 2,039 kilometres for this. And of course at the end, that beautiful landing in Corfu, which is the subject of so many videos you'll see online because it's just absolutely stunning. Just going to do a very quick sound check. Sorry to miss that, folks. I was under the impression I might not be bringing you audio then. Beautiful morning. Looks like Jet 2 are going to take their position next. Oh, absolutely not hanging around at all, are they? Crikey. Sorry folks, I'm trying to bring you the information where it's going as well. It's off to Malaga, this one. Concentrate on one job, Danny. That's Malacca from here, probably about 2:15, 2:30, is it? Maybe a little bit longer, depending on the routing. Looks like we'll be seeing departures, mainly. Bit of noise from a louder jet opposite us. Let me see if I can give you a quick shot of that for a second. I could hear it, but I couldn't see it. It's because the sun's in the way. But there we are, look. Not the greatest shot through the fence, I'm afraid. Let me just see if I can get through there for you. There we go. The actual noise, of course, is coming from this. Just heading around the corner. Well, I have to say, that's gifting me a pretty special wafting of jet fuel there. However, back to the main action here at Stansted. You're watching Planecaster. I'm Danny, good morning. It is 8:45. Can't quite believe it. Feels like half a day already gone for me. I drove up from Cardiff this morning to bring this to you. Noise disappears as the little biz jet makes its way across the runway, I believe, which is it the reason for this hold? There is an inbound from Sofia. It's a Ryanair 737-800. We'll see soon. Oh, okay. Right, look. I see what's going on here. Man doesn't need all the runway. Poor lady. Look at that. What a show off. It for now. That one. And as you can see here now, this one's next. We've got a nice little queue. Well, I mean, it's a queue of two. I shouldn't be bigging that up too much, but you can bet your bottom dollar that that will not stay that way for long here at Stansted. Pretty smooth sailing up there, as you can see from the departing aircraft and also from the SOC. Direction's changing a little bit, swinging round a little bit, but it's really, really benign. Don't know what it's like further up, of course. If we get to see some landings, we'll see if we can find out what the wind being reported is. Going to leave that one there, so we've got an inbound. And we always love a landing, don't we? Tail end, the London end of the M4 this morning. And you can see there's moisture in the air, plenty of it there. And actually, the wind looks quite spirited a little bit higher up, doesn't it? The way that that's blowing off over to the left of your screen. Not such a good shot there, sorry folks. I was just trying to see if there's any significant moisture being picked up by the reversers, but nothing, well, nothing drastic anyway. Andy C, Bob the Boulder. Good morning from West Sussex by the Sea. Good morning to you, Bob the Boulder. I'm in the same boat as you in, if you're referring to the condition of your hair. And regretting it this morning. This departure is off to Pescara, 9H, Quebec, Delta, Quebec, Ryanair, and the reason for that weird registration, it's one operated by Malta Air. I think the old hoodie hat might have to come up. How's West Sussex this morning? Are you getting the grunt of the bad weather, or have you got the nice sunshine like we've got here? Just before the next departure, I have got a little trail going on here. I don't know if I can capture it. It's very hard for me to see on whereabouts where it is on the screen. You're probably all going, well, you can see it. There you go. Sure where that's off to. As soon as I get a break, I'll set my little pad up here properly, but as ever with Stansted, it's pretty damn intense. Forgive me 1 second folks if that moves. I'm just going to try and sort something out here. This is off to Pisa. I went to Pisa earlier in the year with EasyJet from Bristol, and I have to say, what a beautiful approach over the sea. You just get some spectacular views, and then when we left, same runway was in use, and you get out the left hand side, although sadly we were on the right, but we could see it as the plane banked. the most spectacular views of the Leaning Tower and all sorts of other bits of architecture around that area of the city. Just beautiful. Hope our pictures are reaching you good this morning, folks. We're trialling a new internet connection. And good morning, Love Aviation. It is absolutely great to have you with us this morning. Welcome to Stansted, my friend. Normally with us for our Bristol streams. Brilliant moderator. And glad to see you here. Thank you. Sunny and relatively calm morning after an extremely wet and windy day yesterday, says Bob. Bob, did you also have the storms? I think your way really got battered by thunder and lightning, didn't it, a few days ago? We were eagerly anticipating that in Cardiff, but absolutely nothing. Okay, just a quick monitor of how we're doing. Now, we definitely won't last as long using these new connections that we're using to bring you this. Look at that, my friends, look at that. You're not missing anything, folks. You're not missing anything. Oh, look at this as well. It's all happening. Where's that off to? Anybody wants to consult the radar, do let me know. Can't quite make it out. There is an inbound, so we're going to swing back pretty quick. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at that, folks. You're just seeing it all happening here today. Double shots. Just see that approaching turn and then that descent onto the runway. Absolutely beautiful. Nice puff of smoke there from the landing gear. So that was your first landing. That one just came in from Shannon, and the one behind is an absolute treat for you, my friends, where you could see it. So far out, it is a jumbo. 747 alert, my friend, 747. We're going to keep this focused here because we don't want to miss this, do we? Look at everybody on here now all of a sudden. We've gone from like 10 viewers to 98, so welcome everybody. Kelly, good morning from Braintree. Yeah, good morning. I'm on my way to Braintree, actually. I used to live in Braintree. I was born in Braintree. Storm Chaser Dan, I believe there's a 747 coming into Stansted. You're absolutely right. The one you saw fly over you, I imagine, and is on its way in a couple of minutes. Miss Wolves 13, good morning. Nice to speak with you. And Tira Ideal, good morning from Perth, Western Australia. Fantastic stuff. And good morning. I hope you're well, Miss Wolves. And brilliant. Right, I think I'm there. Catching up. 747 just behind the tree. You're not going to miss anything. Try not to trip over for the tripod for this one. What a treat. What an absolute treat. Thanks for the heads up as well on the 747. If you are new to us, folks, please do press that subscribe button on the channel. It'll make a huge difference to us this morning, and it also means everybody else will see the stream. Right. There you go, folks. Sorry. Look at her. Beautiful treat for the waiting aircraft as well. Very relaxed. Idle thrust from the sound of it on the reversers there. Oh my, what a treat, hey? What an absolute treat. Beautiful landing as well. Folks, if I'm completely honest with you, I think we're probably the highest amount of viewers I've ever had on this channel, so forgive me if I don't get to say hi to every one of you. But you are very welcome. We're Planecaster, we're normally at Bristol, and today we're at Stansted, as you can see. Tomorrow morning from 7 AM, London City, just for the morning rush. And that is an airport which you are well taken care of, because you've also got the fantastic service of SDTV to take you through the afternoon rush as well tomorrow. So a double helping of LCY action, if that's your thing. Hope you can join us in the morning. Nothing on approach now, so a series of departures to come from Stansted, and the first of which will be off to Stockholm, 9H QBV 737-800. Look at that. Too busy looking at the information, nearly missed it. Next departure is waiting patiently. It'll probably be off pretty sharpish, but let's just follow that for a little bit. Next one is on the roll already. Blimey, Danny, what are you doing? There you go. Sorry, folks. Little reprieve here, we'll be able to follow this one. I'll try and get to you on the chat in just a second, folks. I mean, you're blowing my mind this morning, folks. I've never seen this many viewers ever on Planecaster. We are new in our journey, and to see 154 on the count just now is blowing my mind. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. If you are new to us, some of you must be, please do press that subscribe button. I cannot thank you enough if you're able to do that. It won't cost you anything. It means the world of difference to us. Just going to catch this little jet down here. Try radio. You're very welcome. Angazo, good morning. Breeze 1470, good morning. And not a fan of London City. Storm Chaser Dan, respect to you as well. Let me just quickly tell you about that private jet is off to Palma. Some lucky people there. Or some lucky people at the other end. It might be empty, who knows. I mean, they're certainly taking off from right down the runway again. Like the previous one a few moments ago. I can get through the fence quickly. Come on now, 160 viewers. What's going on, man? Just gonna squeak it behind, unfortunately. Welcome to all you beautiful aviation fans. I don't normally see numbers like this, still building the channel, so when you see numbers like that, it makes the heart glow with love, so thank you. Lucky people there, even if it's just the crew, off to Mallorca. Right. Quiet for just a few moments, I think. Just seeing if there's anything trailing around, but nothing too impressive to see at the moment in the skies. Let's see what's going on over here. There we go. Let's leave it there for a second. Vanessa Holbrow, Kev Fitzgerald, good morning. New subscribers to the channel this morning. I don't see all your names, otherwise I would read them all out, but the ones I see, I promise you, I will read as they come up, so thank you and welcome. 164, absolute madness. Absolute madness. I know our friends at the other more established channels and bigger channels who broadcast from the bigger airports are used to seeing numbers like this, but for me it is blowing my mind. Thanks, folks. So glad you're here. Enjoying these beautiful sights. Ian Thorne, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Right, what have we got? Jersey, Cessna 560 XL Citation XLS, Golf November, Juliet Alpha Charlie will be our next arrival, I believe, and that's coming in about 6-7 minutes or so. Excuse me. Looks like there's plenty of time for the waiting Ryanair, which is off to Porto, so 737-800 Echo India Delta Hotel Echo. Excuse me. Drink of water while I have a second. Bit of a trail going on there. It's just beyond the sun, so I hope it doesn't blind you too much. No, it's not doing very well in there, is it? It's a bit murky up there in that particular bit of the sky. Maybe it'll sort it out now. Let's have a look. There we are. I can't see much on my monitor. I don't know if you can, folks. I have the sun in my eyes as well, so it's a bit of a struggle for me to see. What else can we show you that's interesting? You can see a woo-woo. Not that sort, you filthy people. Yeah, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Look at it. Look at it go. And I wonder if we'll see this inbound then. There was plenty of time, but maybe the inbound has to come in before the Ryanair can leave. It would certainly look like that, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Andy C, you deserve those numbers after driving all that way this morning. Thank you. Fire brigade going past now. Okay, here we are then. Look, there's a bit of British Airways action going on here. Are they going to jump into the lead before the Jersey comes in? Let's have a look. The BA flight, which of course is City Flyer, is it's an incredibly long flight off to tomorrow's destination for 7 AM in the morning, London City Airport. I mean, this has got to be a ridiculous flight, hasn't it? That's off in just a second. Neil Barnett, I haven't just started up, I've been going since February, but numbers tend to be quite low because we broadcast from Bristol, which is not one of the better known airports in the UK. But we do the occasional stream coming a little bit further. But yep, we're called Planecaster. Please do remember us, and we'll try and bring you some great stuff from various places. Just while we're waiting for that, looks like this could be quite big. I could be completely wrong. Let's have a look. Maybe not actually, it just looks like a nice trail. It's going to come right over us. See if I can tell you what that is. Oh, it is an A350 off to LAX. It's departed from Charles de Gaulle this morning. Don't know how well you're getting that on the... I see the trails pretty well, but I can't see the actual plane. Looks like we are going to get a departure now after that little break. Little breather. It's never quiet at Stansted for long, is it? That's the beauty here. Jersey service will be the next to arrive, but this is presumably going to squeak on out very quickly. It's the Stansted to Porto service. Echo India, Delta Hotel Echo is the registration of this one. Let's bring you this inbound from Jersey. A little tiddler. Well, they'd be pretty pleased with that one, wouldn't they? Surprised if anybody in the cabin even felt them touch down. Beautiful stuff. Lord Darlow's with us this morning. Hiya Darlow, how's it going? So glad you're here this morning, folks. We're Planecaster, and it's a very good morning to you, live from Stansted Airport. I'm Danny. What's up? What's happening? How's it hanging? Where you at? And other such questions. Emma, good morning. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Good morning, Greg. And look at that. I'm too busy looking at the chat. Sorry, folks. There's me going, you won't miss a thing. And then the first thing is you miss a thing. There we go. The departure via the moon for that service, which, believe it or not, is off about, what, I mean, as the crow flies, surely it's about 20 miles from here, maybe 25 miles, London City Airport. Or is it further than that? Is my knowledge a little bit out of date? I was born in Braintree, and this airport used to be my local spotting airport. In fact, I used to live in Stansted, Mount Fitchett, so if you know the area, you'll know how close that is to here. Particularly this part where we're filming from now. Yeah, I think it's 25, 30 miles, isn't it, to the London City? You can see it from the top of the M11, can't you? As you go over the hill at Harlow, you can see all the Canary Wharf and all the development down there. Anyway. Looks like these folks are on the move now. Oh, there's another little tiddler coming in here. Forgive the autofocus, it seems to be having a bit of an issue this morning. just about this point here, the sun is directly in my eye, so if I cock it up slightly, you'll have to forgive me. It is somewhat bright, and of course, me being the idiot I am, has left the hat in the car. I thought I had a spare in here. No, they'll be at home then. That's useful, isn't it? And not a lot I can do about that now, but there we go. Oh, come on now. There's 177 of you watching. How is this even happening? Thank you, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. I am absolutely thrilled that you've decided to join us here at Stansted this morning. If you are new to us, please do press that subscribe button, and you'll be able to see what other stuff we bring you, including London City first thing in the morning. Well, almost first thing. And regular streams from Bristol Airport. And when we travel, trying to bring you live streams from overseas as well, as we refine our service for you. Subscribing won't cost you anything at all. It's just a thing you do on YouTube, and it makes sure that you see more content like this. And when you do it, it means loads of other people then see that content as well, which is the most amazing thing, which is possibly why you good people are doing your subscribing actions this morning, and our numbers are going up and up. So thank you. We started the day on 701 subscribers. We'll have a look and see where we are in a second. But each and every one of you, thank you. I do appreciate as the sun gets a bit higher in the sky, it's probably not doing the wonders for that particular angle as the planes thunder on past us here, but we have got arrivals to bring you as well as the morning rolls on, and hopefully you'll love these departing shots that we're able to bring you in these beautiful clear skies, mostly clear skies. Thank you, Love Aviation. Really appreciate your kind words. Love Aviation Keith is our moderator this morning and doing a wonderful job as ever. Thank you. Miles Harrison, good morning. As I always say, if your name comes up on my list, I'll always say hi to you, but I know probably more of you have subscribed this morning than, and your settings on YouTube may mean that I don't see your name, but you're so welcome. And thank you. Love those shots. Might be able to bring that for you for just a second. Okay, folks, well, this is nuts. We started the day on 701 subscribers. It's now 742. I mean, that's insane. Thank you. I promise we will do everything we can to make your push of that button worth it. Normally, we'll bring you some swanky graphics as well. If you look back on our streams from Bristol, you'll see that we have pop-ups for automated pop-ups for our arrivals, telling you all lots of lovely, interesting stuff. Now, that still works at Bristol, but I can't use it here for operational reasons. But our friends at Radox, yes, we're having a shower. Our friends at Radar Box, I should say, not Radox, nothing to do with Radox. Good Lord. Will provide us with some amazing data, and we turn it into lovely interactive graphics, and I'm currently in the process of rewriting that software to make it even better. So if you look back on our other streams or join us for a live stream from Bristol, you'll see what I mean. Because it's lovely to know what's going on, isn't it? It's, I mean, some people like to follow along with their favourite radar app, and you know, that's fine, but also putting a bit of info on the screen is nice. It's immersive and helps the experience. So that's where I think we're pretty unique here at Planecaster, and I look forward to showing you that if you hang around for some future streams from Bristol primarily, where we test it and then we can roll it out everywhere. Right. Is there a beast over there I can see? Can't quite make it out. Let's catch the inbound here. was hoping we'd see that reverser close. Never mind. I'm sure there'll be plenty more opportunities this morning. Good morning to you. Welcome to Planecaster, wherever you are in the land or beyond the land, in the land of the UK or wherever you're beyond. We've had somebody in from Australia this morning. You're so welcome to a lovely, increasingly warm but still a little bit nippy Stansted. There's a little cheeky peek there. And here we go, just there. Loads of fans and people sort of zooming around the airport this morning, whether it's security, fire, maintenance. Just gives you a great impression of just how many people and how many professionals going to making an airport like this work. So it's great to see everybody. Here's a little turn actually, don't want to miss that, do we? Suddenly noticeable that the wind has got up. The windsock probably doesn't particularly show it there, although if you saw it earlier this morning it was even more flaccid than that. Oh, come on, we're 208. Every time I look at this thing, it's just showing me numbers. Surely these are made up. 208 people. Whoever you are, welcome so much. And thank you for subscribing. I'm going to try and go through some names here. I'll probably repeat a few of them. Greg Hubers, or Hubers, Miles Harrison, Donna Eve, Chris Scapalupu, and let's have a look. Angus O, Miss Wolves, Miles Harrison, Donna Eva Brown, Emma, Lord Darlow, Sarah Deal, Miss Wolves. I'm repeating myself now, I'm sorry. Sheila M, good morning. New subscriber here. Thank you so much, Sheila. Much appreciation to you. Thank you. Andy Russell, the BA departure just went over me in South Ockenden, Essex, so nearly at LCY already. That will be a very short flight. I have to presume that's a positioning flight and not an actual commercial departure. I think they get in trouble for that. Andy Russell, good morning. Kev Fitzgerald, and yeah, there we are. Absolutely loads of you. Nothing to really see at the moment, folks, which is why I'm giving you this glorious sock. It's flapping quite proudly though, isn't it? Like a flag. There you go. That's what I was saying about the wind swinging around a little bit. You can just see it going on there. I can't believe we just belted over 200 viewers there. That is just amazing. The last record on this channel was 120, to give you an idea. Okay, so I mean, how long ago did I just say it was 742 subscribers? We're now 757, which has got to be the best number of subscribers ever. Can we just... actually, no. I was going to say, can we stop it there? But let's not do that. How wonderful. Welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you. Planecaster, we broadcast from Bristol weekly. It has been during the week, but it's going to be switching to weekends, I'm afraid, because I'm returning to full-time employment after having a redundancy during the summer. So it's good that obviously to get back into full-time work, but sadly I won't be able to bring you these midweek streams that often. But of course there's always a holiday and annual leave and things like that, isn't there? Tomorrow morning, LCY, while I'm on this little tour to see some family. See my old man who's in Braintree. We're normally calamity laden on this channel as well. If you're a regular viewer, something doesn't work or I do something stupid. My favourite trick is to do this, trip over the tripod as I'm trying to swing round on a rival, but trying to get a bit better at that. The last stream I did, it was absolutely hideous weather at Bristol. Let's just watch this first. Yeah, so it was hideous weather. So I have what I've sort of designed to be a wet weather system, which is essentially using the phone. So we're a bit short on Zoom, but we are able to broadcast in great quality, except we had a sound problem, which made me sound like one of those people, like a criminal being interviewed on the telly where they hide your identity. So that was the calamity the other day. But then the best thing about it was, despite broadcasting from Bristol for the last 6 months, maybe longer, I was completely mobile with that setup, so I was able to actually walk around and see some different viewing spots and found a much better viewing spot than the one I normally park up at. So, sorry for the shake of that. So that was just amazing, wasn't it? So, yeah, join for laugh a minute, fun and chaos. There's always something I've cocked up or doing wrong. I shouldn't be telling you that, should I? Everyone's going to unsubscribe now. Moro, Desi, good morning. Welcome to the channel. And Gary Carter, good morning, folks, he says. And good morning to you, Gary. Sheila, I'm in Scotland, lucky to live near one of the major airports here. Have flown to Stansted twice before. Sorry, folks, that's long disappeared, isn't it? Actually, it's still there, just about. No, it's not. It's gone in the cloud. So Sheila, my kids live in Scotland, so I mean, they're grown up now, but I've flown into Edinburgh and Glasgow loads of times, flying from Bristol to go and see them. I love those two airports. Edinburgh is just so beautiful on the approach over the bridge, the Forth, the Forth and the bridges and all that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, no. No, we don't mention the C word. We don't mention cheese. No, absolutely not. Perhaps I should pretend to like cheese, otherwise everyone's going to unsubscribe because I'm a cheese hater. Just going to gather some info for you folks while we've got a little quiet second here. Inbound from Dublin, 737 MAX 8 200. It's Echo India, Hotel Echo Whiskey, and a short 53-minute flight by the time that lands. It's just passed over Thaxted, shortly to pass over Broxted, and I think we'll then start to see it. In fact, I can see it, but you may not see it on the camera because of the angle. Won't be a second. Neil Russell Hubbard, good morning. Kev, I believe you're right. I believe it is the official hijack airport, yeah. Here's your Dublin inbound. When I worked here, it was all Dublin. But bear in mind, I worked here in 1991, so it's quite a long time ago. Ryanair using 737-200s. KLM UK was a thing. Whisper jets. BAE 146s. In fact, even 111s were still in use, so I came back from one to Amsterdam because the 146 went tech. A very, very different airport then. It was the new terminal, it had just reopened. It was old as duty free where I worked, and I worked in various places. We had a music shop called Music on the Move. I used to get to man that and watch Fawlty Towers all day on the screens that were in the place. Man, good times. Bosh, there we are. There we are, got to see it close that time. That lovely serrated engine on the Maxes. And a very different tone when they land, it has to be said, as it is with the Neos as well. So, one in, one out now. Your next departure here at Planecaster this morning is off to Sofia. Sierra Papa, Romeo Kilo Romeo. This aircraft's 8 years old. And of course it's a 737-800. Try and get in close on this one, but it might be a little bit calamitous with my panning skills. Little reprieve from the sun for a bit of a period, so it might be you might enjoy slightly better pictures. I'm going to pan it round though, folks, because there's one just about to land. Oh, I missed that, do we? Excuse me. Still plenty of moisture up there. There you go. I haven't got a thing for reversers, honestly. Right, now, a shot that I always like to bring you is this. Because there's nothing as beautiful as a plane that's just taken off in relatively low level that you can just observe turning, doing its thing. Sorry about the jumping around. That's ironically, that's actually auto stabilisation fighting me, I think. Quick turn off for the one that just landed, which is here. Let's see if I can focus through this fence a little bit for you folks. A little bit far away to get a wave here, I think. If you do like that sort of thing, have a look at our Bristol stream from 2 streams ago. And not only do we get to see the Dreamliner take off, which is a very rare sight indeed at Bristol, sadly. Oh my goodness me, 224 of you watching. Good morning, wherever you are. It might be good evening, good night, good afternoon. Right, Kev, yes, I said good morning to you, Kev Fitzgerald. Emma, I don't like cheese either. Yes, exactly. It's not everybody in the world likes cheese. Neil Russell Hubbard, my old spotting ground along the fence there. Yeah, absolutely, Neil. And in some ways it's my old spotting ground as well, actually, from times gone by. And so it's nice to come back here because in the 90s I was here watching these things come in and loved it. I do remember when I worked at the airport in the duty-free, when we opened the Music on the Move shop, there was a need to take the boxes out when you'd unpack new stock, and of course you had to go out onto the apron and just underneath into a bins building, and that wasn't a hardship at all, going out and being that close to planes, getting the jet fuel smell, the noises, the atmosphere, especially bearing in mind there was quite a few 737-200s around during that time. Just going to show you the sock again because it's swirly McWhirly. That's right, Lord Dolo. I shall vent to Emma, who's obviously fabulous. I can see a small departure, arrival coming. Nowhere near us yet, though. Andy Russell used to go to Stansted with my dad's as kids. I'm sure there used to be a little viewing area days before they used to charge you to drive in and drop people off. You're absolutely right. I'm sure it's like looking over the cargo area, wasn't it? But you could see right across. Sheila, airports would just let anyone in to see people too. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, love aviation. Sorry to hear your internet's playing up. It's normally us. Angus, so it's evening there. Fantastic. Good afternoon from India, Ranji. And Josegi is watching from Kenya. Truly international this morning. And when I say good morning, I say that from... Oh, blimey, look, that sneaks. Sorry, folks, that just sneaks one in, didn't it? Sorry. Have I just missed a go around there? Have I... What on earth happened there? Or a touch and go or whatever? I have no idea. Sorry, folks. No, it was a short takeoff. Right, okay. I haven't got a destination for that one for you, but there is one coming in now. Bombardier Challenger 650. Let me concentrate on the action instead of waffling to you all on chat. You're relying on me to bring you planes here. That's why you're here, isn't it? Not for me waffling. Gary Carter, good morning. Hope you enjoying the beautiful engine sounds, but also the lovely bird tweeting. What's that there, quickly? Is that another one coming in? That'll be our next arrival, I guess. Sorry, folks. I'm like that squirrel, that dog on up. Squirrel. Well, look at that. That was a fancy pants landing, wasn't it? Smooth as butter. At least that's what it looked like from this angle. Going to take a little diversion up into the sky. There's a beauty for you. Can't tell you what it is at the moment. My zooming game needs to get better, doesn't it? Right, okay. Our next departure is going to be a Ryanair service there, I think, unless something sneaks in and beats it. I like you waffling, says Donna. Donna, you're very welcome. Thank you. Right, in terms of arrivals, nothing to report for the immediate. The Ryanair you're seeing waiting there is off to Shannon, Echo India, Echo Victor Victor. The one behind it is off to Eindhoven, Echo India, Echo Bravo Sierra. And that's it for the departures for just a second, but I do think you might see a little glimpse of a couple of jets which look like they're not too far from me. Stansted to Muscat, an A319 119 CJ Elite, owned by Rotana Jet. A6 Romeo Romeo Juliet is the registration, and this is 11 years old. However, before that, I think we'll see this, won't we? Ryanair's stating an intention, by the looks of things. Or rather, this Ryanair is stating an intention. That's a strong old climb, isn't it? There will be that next Ryanair departure now. Look, before that Ryanair rolls, sorry to swing it around, there's that private I was telling you about. The 319. A6RRJ, just crossing the runway. No doubt we'll see that take off on its way to Muscat. And now the 737 on the roll. Where is the time gone? It's like 10 to 10 already. Absolutely right, Lord Darlow. 319 private jet, you're right. And it's off to Muscat. Now, is Muscat in Morocco? No, it can't be. Not a 508. Is that Muscat as in Caribbean area? I got to look to see where it is now. Oman. Okay, that's quite a journey. There's the, sorry, it kicked to the stand again. There's the Ryanair that just took off. Beautiful turn. Just going to have to quickly stick my head around there just to make sure. Yeah, I thought we had something coming in. Sorry, folks. Don't want to miss a thing, do we? Puff. Double puff. Tippy toes left, right, was it? Or was it rear and centre quite quickly? Or rear and front, even? Right, well, we've got a second. We'll do another little spot in the sky. I can't tell you what it is, folks, at the moment. It's quite a way away. So bring it out there, keep it there, see if I can see for you. If you are new to us, folks, please do press that subscribe button. It won't cost you a thing, but it means the world to us. You're doing amazing things for us, I promise you, by just pressing that subscribe button. I can't tell you what that one is, I'm afraid. Right, our next departure is the private jet, though. This is off to Muscat in Oman. And they're not hanging around. Honestly, with all this slightly jerkiness, you'd be thinking the plane's flying around in the air like that. It really isn't. Don't worry. It's I think it's me introducing some shake. If I let go of it, it's probably a bit better, isn't it? Let's have a little bit of a turn. I think I can get it, the angle as high as I need to get it to show you that. Oh no. The one above us would have been a great shot. It's the one you can currently hear, but never mind. Never mind. Right, let's have a rejoin that one for a second. Turns for its routing to Oman. It really is a beautiful day here at Stansted, I have to say. A beautiful, beautiful day. Sun is shining. It was a bit chilly, but it's now a lot warmer. Plenty going on over in the terminal to bring you in terms of departures and things. I don't know how far we can zoom in over there. I'm just trying to see. Oh, I remember that building. Remember the old terminal, the satellites. Brings back great memory spotting here, actually, from working there previously. Right. Lord Darlow, Planecaster, to put an Oasis reference today. We're all around the world. Got to spread the love. Sorry, spread the word. We spread the love as well. Ankerso, yes, EasyJet does come. I've seen one this morning, but not very many. Maybe we'll have some come in. Next departure is Lauda Europe, if you want some Airbus action. It also looks like a private A320neo has appeared as well, which we will bring you as soon as something happens. Just keeping an eye and seeing if we've got any lining up for a Stansted arrival. Nothing yet, but I'm sure it won't be too long. Next departure is with Lauda, A320. CEO, it's off to BGY. Oh yeah. You know, Miss Wolves, thank you for what you're saying there. I actually can't see what the light count is. It says 2 for me. I'm assuming, oh my goodness, and it says 245 people viewing. Come on, man. I don't know where you've all come from, people, but welcome. Welcome to Planecaster. I can't tell you how happy I am that you're here. I mean, you're not all here, otherwise it would be quite crowded around this particular spot, but if you were, I'd shake everybody's hands. You're at Stansted with us this morning. We are here for about another half hour to an hour, I think. Thinking about, where are we at? Actually, it's nearly 10 o'clock. Yeah, probably about another half hour or so. I've got to go and see my new boss before I start my new job on Monday, and my new boss happens to live around here, which is quite helpful. Handy. Sheila M, love the way they make their turns in the sky. Totally agree with you. It is a thing of beauty. Lord Darlow, that's a great tune. Bob Sinclair for the win. There's a not sure what the reason for the pause is on the one there, just holding at the moment. There is a private Neo. It's definitely appeared on the scope from the business centre. I can't show you it at the moment, it's behind the building, but when it happens I will try and do so. I actually can't get over that 747. If you have joined us and you didn't see the 747 land, roll back the stream, folks, and watch that absolute beauty landing. It was a lovely landing as well, really was. I have to say, big up to this internet connection. It's actually a new connection on a new router, so our power requirements are somewhat... Sorry, attacked by a fly there. Get out of here. Our power requirements are a little bit heavier, so we probably can't stream for quite as long, but then we're not generally one of the streamers that stays on for hours anyway. Another little passing trail which will bring you. Now folks, very important, I'm not here all the time. This is a sort of guest airport for me, but if you like Stansted, make sure you know about and you've subscribed to SDTV. They are here at Stansted every Wednesday afternoon, I believe. Plenty of action from Chris and the team there. Always lots going on. And if you want to join us tomorrow at London City, about 7 AM, even earlier if I can manage it, then you will be very welcome. It will be great to have your company. And as we bring you sort of departures, mostly departures I imagine from that iconic location in London's Docklands. 7 AM I guess at the latest, but we'll try and bring that to you earlier. And again, just to give STTV a massive big up, they do every Friday afternoon from London City as well. I think about 3ish you catch the tea time rush, so you get lots of departures and arrivals courtesy of the STTV team. But if you want to see the early rush morning action from LCY tomorrow anyway, join me about 7 AM. youtube.com/@planecaster. And if you're on Facebook this morning seeing our stream on there, apologies, I can't respond to you because I can respond to you, but I don't actually know if you've said anything. But welcome if you're watching us over there. YouTube generally is where the action's at, and you can get involved with the chat and talk to all the lovely people who've joined us this morning. Oh, look at this. Look at it. I'm just going to hit the sun now. Sorry, folks. What a stunner. As things are warming up, the insects are coming out. Look at that, folks. What a beautiful, beautiful sight. You should also see the LHR overheads at that time. Be a fair few transatlantic flights, maybe A380s tomorrow. That would be amazing. Mr. Vodka, Stansted a quietish airport. Well, it certainly used to be, but it is Airbus and 737 territory around here. Lots going on. The morning rush, we've seen a lot of departures this morning, and in the afternoon you'll see a lot of arrivals. Right, what have we got here as well? Miss Wolves. Thank you, Sheila M. Yep. Irish Steelers fan watching and enjoying from Ireland. Welcome. I don't know if we've had anybody from Ireland before, so welcome. Lord Darlow, Danny, my team lost 3-1 at home in the non-league cup, but I had some chip butties after the game, free basically a bloke. Yeah, fair enough, that's it. Gave me some of his chips as payment for helping the club, and a sausage, put it into a triangle sandwich, washed it down with 2 lagers. Well, Darlow, I mean, that sounds like the perfect night, doesn't it? Apart from the loss. Sounds like my idea of fun. Yep, so Lord Darlow, SDTV will be at LCY tomorrow afternoon, as they are every single week. As a one-off, though, I'll be there tomorrow. First thing. 241 beautiful people. I cannot believe you're all here with us this morning. I've never seen numbers like that on this channel, so thank you so much for taking the time to join us. I'll just fight off the wildlife. And I know it probably gets boring to hear this, but it's the lifeblood of everybody on YouTube to build their audience. And as I'm very new, well, relatively new in this journey compared to some of my fantastic peers like SDTV, obviously Big Jet TV, Mac Aviation, Airport Action, Plain Sailing, Blue Sky Aviation, then I'm quite new. So every time you press subscribe, it makes an absolutely huge difference to how many people see the channel. And just like somebody I think said on the chat just now, I appeared where perhaps I don't normally appear, and that's because of the actions of other kind people. So thank you very much indeed. There's a beautiful Boeing TC-135W Stratolifter from the US Air Force, currently at 18,000 feet, descending just north east of Cambridge. And there's also another one in that area as well. But I think it is to do with Mildenhall action and not to do with anything that's coming to us. It did depart 8 hours ago though, so it is due in somewhere. That would be an amazing sight, wouldn't it? Loving the sound of the wildlife. I don't know why I'm amused by this. Probably because I'm a very simple man, but I mean, look at it go. That is a machine that just loves its job. Doesn't complain, look, just gets on, does its spinny thing. You gotta put your hands together for that type of commitment to the job, haven't you? Oh, and there's some trails galore. Right, okay, let's see what we've got here, folks. Sorry for the shakiness. Quite the zoom. That's about as far as I can take it on the movement on the camera, annoyingly. Big up to the wonderful people in the control tower this morning, handling this airport with such competence and aplomb. Is that the right word? Brilliant that they always do here at Stansted. Getting stuff out and in safely and most effectively and efficiently. So big up to those wonderful folks. Now, there is another trail above the sun. I try not to blind you. Oh, look, I'm stuck again. I can't go any further. Sorry, folks. I'll move around to here. And then I should be able to zoom in once it comes into the centre of your picture, roughly. That's the one you can hear at the moment. I can't get in on it. Sorry, folks. Steve Jeffries just found you. Great show. Keep it up. Thank you, Steve. Getting on towards the end of our stream today, but we're back at London City at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And if you want to see a 747 landing, rewind the stream back. I can't tell you exactly when it was, but the stream hasn't really been too long this morning because of the traffic delayed us a little bit. Have a look, and 747, what an absolute beauty that was. I was glad so many people were able to see that this morning. Just keeping an eye open for you. I don't think, I mean, we still see the Neo, the private Neo, but it doesn't look like it's going anywhere at the moment. We've got an inbound from Berlin, which will be with us in about 7 or 8 minutes. So I think probably what we'll do, and I'm sorry that the stream is shorter. I think I might, I mean, I was up at like, the alarm go off this morning, 3:30 a.m. in Cardiff. And then the traffic delayed me a bit, otherwise I would have probably been here a little bit earlier. But the intention was to start at 8, but I do think it's worth coming up here a little bit earlier next time. But that'll be when I have some annual leave. So you've seen one of our last weekday streams, folks, just for the time being, because I'm returning to full-time employment. But the weekend is where it all happens. Plenty of action at Bristol. And you'll be able to see the stuff that we do on Planecaster with graphics and things, which is probably where we differ a little bit to the other amazing streamers, and just to try and marry up some great information and graphics with what you're seeing on the screen. So that's the intention anyway. Danny Neely, don't be duck. Really? Hang on a second. Oh, good Lord. Okay. I started the day on 702 subscribers. Not a massive subscriber channel, folks. It's still new. We've not been able to get on your feed until now. I think much more people are seeing us this morning, and I have just hit 800. Thank you so much to every single one of you. I started the day on 702. I don't think it's... I mean, I don't even know how it's possible to pick up. 701 I started on, actually. 99 subscribers in one day. That's a song, isn't it, Jay-Z? 99 subscribers. But the airliner ain't one. No, brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm over the moon. Well, it's gone up before my eyes. It's 8:02 now. Whoever you are, subscribing, I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to take our leave, but we're going to probably wait for this arrival from Berlin and bring that one last landing to you. Then I'm going to have to take my leave because I've got a very busy day. And then I've got to get down to London this evening so that I can... be in my accommodation down in London City, right next to the airport, which will be great, ready for an early morning stream for you folks. I've got to charge all the gear up again, of course, as well. Yeah, I'm blown away by 803 subscribers. Folks, thank you so much. Thank you. You have no idea what that single act of kindness of you clicking that button does in terms of the visibility of this channel to another whole group of people when you do that. Every single person who does that means that another group of people then see the channel on their feed, and every like helps as well. But the subscribes, I think, are the big one. Thank you so much. Keeping our eyes now on the sky for an inbound from Berlin, about 3 or 4 minutes time. It's on final approach now. It's at 3,000 feet, 171 knots. It's Echo India Delta Whiskey Juliet. Darryl Mox, good morning. And yeah, Mr. Vodka. Oh. Yeah, Logan Air props are a bit funny on Flight Radar, aren't they? On the ADS-B and all that sort of stuff. So it might be something to do with that. Sheila M, 800, well done. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sheila. Thanks for being part of our story, everybody. You're in with a, you know, like a relatively new channel early on, and I can't believe how great it is to have you with us. I can see a 787 Air India. Or I can hear, sorry, I can see it on the radar, but I'm not entirely sure if it's going to come into our view. The angle we're at. I'm keeping an eye open, and I think it's a little bit too out of the way. That 737 inbound from Berlin is glistening in the distance. If I just stick my head out to the side, you won't see it, but stand by. That will be our last arrival, and let me just say my thanks now, folks, because you've just been absolutely amazing today. And you know, there's no point in doing this if nobody watches, right? Well, look, it's 8:08 now. I'm just blown away. Blown away. I can hear planes, but I can't see them. So frustrating. Anyway, look, here's this Ryanair from Berlin to bring you now. Let's finish with that. If If I stayed here today, I'd get a beautiful suntan. Shame I've got things to do. And there, without any fuss, is the inbound from Berlin. And now Stansted is tempting me with a succession of arrivals. There is a 321 from Play coming in now. I can't resist an Airbus. I'm weak. So let's bring you that one. And then I really, really must disappear to go and have a cuppa with a new boss. And then I go and see the old man who I haven't seen for ages, so looking forward to that as well. Big up to anybody who was here from Braintree that I was speaking to earlier. Nice to speak with you. That's my next destination after I see my boss. This is a Play 321 Neo. Big old engines, evident there. And a Play livery looking amazing on what is definitely an amazing plane, isn't it? 321 Neo. Right. First I must take my leave. Probably fall over myself now trying to camera. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. It's just been incredible having you here this morning. I've never seen viewing numbers like it in my life. On this channel, and I've never seen that amount of new subscribers, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed if truth be told, but thank you so much. Look forward to repaying your kind, pressing that subscription button with some great streams in the future. Bristol Airport every week at the weekend, and it won't be this weekend having said that, but it will be next weekend, and London City tomorrow morning 7 a.m. Thank you to all the brilliant people who have spoken to on the chat this morning. Thanks to Darlo, thanks to Love Aviation, and all the other people who have kept the chat going. Really, really appreciate that beyond anything. It's great to have that community of people talking about what we love to see here, which is the aviation. As you can see, I'm going to have a great suntan if I don't disappear, so I better move. There's one more coming in now. I'm going to bring you that one, and then that's it, okay? That's it. I've got to go. Thanks, folks. I wish I didn't have such a packed day. Otherwise, I would I'd be bringing you all this, folks. But yeah, let's just do that, and that'll be it. Beautiful landing from Ryanair. There you go. My wonderful friends, we finished the day on 820 subscribers and a whole load of likes as well, I think, on the stream. I can't see that figure, but let's have a look actually. Can I see it? Oh, looks like data's lost the plot a little bit towards the end there, just in time. Let's have a look. I mean, there's 187 likes. Thank you so much, folks. You've done me proud. I must go. There's another one coming in, but I really can't wait. I can't stay. So thank you very much. Take care. We'll see you again here at Stansted soon. But actually, I will see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. You know where it is. London City Airport with that absolutely beautiful view. See you in the morning, folks.